Hello and thank you for joining me today. Again, my name is Beth Stone, and I'm going to be teaching you all this semester, and I'm sure you will be teaching me as well. I'm not going to play any music right now because what I want to do in this video is keep it very short and also give you just a few tips. So we're going to just start with some basic seat information. I'm sitting in easy pose, okay? This is also called Sukhasana, meaning easy seat, or Siddhasana with the feet slightly different. It's also lotus or half lotus if you put one of the ankle bones, the malleolus, up on top of the thigh near the groin. This is a half lotus. And if I was to place my other foot right here, that would be a full lotus. I don't have that mobility anymore after some surgery this year, but you may or may not have that mobility ever. And I want you to know it's perfectly perfect. So you can do yoga in this class and in any practice that you do in the future, whether or not you can sit like this, okay? A couple of tips that might help you. I sometimes use a blanket. When I'm sitting in this posture for a long time in meditation, I'll take it behind my knee. And this really releases the tension. I had a torn meniscus, and the surgery that came from it, it still finds it tender, even months later. So you might have a similar injury or just injuries with your knees or tendons that are very tight, and you can always take a blanket and put it under one or the other side, or even slide it under both. And granted, your knees might not fall as low, but that is so okay. Now, another thing you can do is take a blanket or a pillow. I'm going to turn sideways, and you can sit on it. And what this does is if you have really tight hips here, and it's real hard for you to sit upright, by lifting up your bottom, you can bring your hips so that they're just coming more into alignment with your knees. And if you have a larger blanket, your hips will be actually a little higher, and that will make them above your knees. So it will give you more mobility. Now, in your easy pose, another thing you can do is extend a leg. So feel free, and I'm going to turn sideways again because I want you to see. I'm sitting up tall, right? This is a straight, long spine. We don't want to sit like this because you miss the opportunity of lengthening. And when you don't lengthen fully, you miss the energetic practice as well, which fully allows your body to move oxygen and energy when you're sitting up nice and tall versus here. It's a broken mixture of movement. Now, if you have blocks at home, I have a couple different blocks here. So this is a really light foam block, and this is a heavier block. Both of them work. You can also sit on your block. Now, they're square, so they might not be as comfortable, but as you can see, it really lifts me up, and that helps a lot of people. So I wouldn't sit on like your school book because you don't want to tear them, but if you have a really big old book, like encyclopedia, or you have a block, or you have a big fat pillow or blanket, you can try sitting on it if you're really tight in your hips and see if that helps. One other note is that when you are sitting, you can take this space, okay, the thumb and index finger, it's called the thenar eminence, and you can place it in your hips, give them a little rub, kind of like the wishbone space, right? And rub your hips and see if that gives you a little space. It may or may not, okay? So just a little bit of tips for sitting. Now, when we're in a forward fold, my feet are coming towards you now, you want to have an active energy here. But in some postures, like when we do yin, you want to have relaxed energy. So we're here. I'm going to move this so you can get a better sense. I'm sitting up again, nice and tall. And when I come forward, I'm going to lengthen as far as I can. Now, it's okay to fold over, but what you don't want is to be totally rounded, so you really miss stretching. Think about what we're doing here. We're stretching the back of the hamstrings. This is also considered the life nerve. So if you need to bend your knees, you can put a block under the legs if you're really tight and fold this way. You can take that folded blanket, put it under your knees so you have just a little bit of a lift, but you want to always lengthen, and we'll tuck our belly in right here and just walk forward just a little bit, okay? And if your shoulders are up, start to let them drop, and let's hang out here. So if you're not in this posture, try it out. Come on down with me. Take a moment. You don't have to straighten your legs all the way, especially if you're not warm, okay? And then we'll come up slowly. And the other tool I like to have, and we'll use them for those that are in the physical class, but you might not use it if you're at home. You can use a strap, you can get a tie, you can use a towel, a pillowcase. So what the strap will do is if we wrap it around our feet, then you can walk your hands along the strap with the knees bent or straight, and you can hold there and create the long flat back, engage the belly, let the hamstrings get a nice stretch, okay? Now when we're lying down, the straps are really nice. You can wrap the strap around your foot, leg is to sky, many postures, this is just one. And you're just getting a nice stretch here. You're letting the strap do the work. So you don't have to be up here, you can be right here, relaxed. If you wanted to add a little power, I'm gonna activate my lengthened leg that's on the ground, activate my belly and core, bring my chin to my chest, and come up. So it's a fully active movement here. You can even hover the leg if you want a little more. I'm going to come back down. Many stretches you can do. When you use the strap, think about the strap being an arm lengthener. So you never have to reach way down the leg. You want to let the strap do the work. And from there, you can walk your hands down along the strap. Okay? So let's take a moment before we close up the short practice and do some breath work. So everyone, sit up tall. Find an easy pose that's easy for you. If it's better to sit in a chair or on your couch, as long as you're upright, you can do that. If you're in a chair on your couch, you probably want your legs on the ground, okay? Give the shoulders a nice big shrug up. And then let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Sit super tall. Okay, your eyes, you can blink them a few times, open and closed. And when you finish blinking them a few times, let them fall wherever they may. They might be opened, they might be closed, doesn't matter. Take a nice full breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then do that again. Deep breath in and deep breath out. We'll take 3 more, inhaling in. Exhale. Inhale again through the nose. Exhale. We're going to do a little bit different this time. Take a nice full breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top. Now, as you exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue if you'd like, just stretch the jaw. Good. I know it's kind of weird, but it's so good for all the muscles in the jaw. Let everything go. Let's take a big sweep with the arms, circle them up. Good. Take one side, stretch, reach to your favorite side. Be gentle, be soft. Hang out right here. Come all the way up. When you do, take 2 arms to the sky. Give them a little cactus, a little open. Good. Reach back up to the sky. Big breath. Stretch to your second side, all the way over. Hold it there. Take a nice big breath right back up. Good. Feel your energy from your heart out through the right arm to the fingertips. Feel the energy from your heart out through the left arm, out the fingertips and beyond. Hold and breathe. And then bring the palms to your heart. The spirit in me honors the spirit in you. Namaste.